Okay, so as you can see by the title, today we are telling ghost stories, but they're real life ghost stories that happened to me. I'm gonna stop laughing. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on post notifications, and let's get into the video. I'm sure there are some of you watching this video who don't believe in ghosts, and that's fine. You can just listen. That is totally okay with me. But for those of you who do believe in ghosts, get ready for a ride. Everyone get ready for a ride. Anyhoozle, so I always usually tell a couple ghost stories that happened a really long time ago that I've already told before, just because they are that insane. And then I'm gonna tell you guys 3 new stories. Story number 1. This happened probably like between 3 and 5 years ago, I want to say. And basically, if you don't know how my house is laid out, when you walk up the stairs from the first floor to the second floor, you're facing a wall that has a mirror on it, and then there's also a bathroom to your right. My parents' room is literally right beside you to the left. My room is down the hall to the right. Like you turn right, walk a little bit, turn right again, and then you're facing my room. Now that you know the layout, it was like 12 a.m., 12:30 a.m. at night, right? And I was going downstairs to watch TV with my dad. Nobody was in my parents' room. My mom was still downstairs watching TV with my dad at the time, and I was going downstairs to join them. I come out of my room, I'm on my phone. I turn the first corner towards the stairs, right? It's a little tiny hallway. You turn left to go towards the stairs because you're coming out of my room, not going into my room. So turn left. Right as I turn left, you're facing my parents' room, but you're like far away from it, right? Oh, also, do you like my spoopy tree? I think it's kind of cool. Anyways, size rent, as Daz Games likes to say. Anyway, back to the story. I'm facing my parents' room at this point. I'm on my phone, slowly walking to the stairs, and I am looking where I'm going through like the top of my vision so that, you know, I don't like fall on my face or like trip over something or bump into a wall because, you know, that's embarrassing. I was using the top of my vision to see while I was looking at my phone, and all I see from my parents' room, keep in mind there's no one in there, okay? Doors open, lights are off. All I see in my parents' room from the top of my vision is this woman in a white dress move pretty quickly from my parents' bathroom to their closet. And my parents' room is set up so that the bathroom is right beside the door, and then the closet, you have to like walk around a wall to get to the closet. So it goes doors over here, bathroom, closet. This woman walked from the bathroom and went whoosh into the closet. And I was like, and then I walked down the stairs. No reaction out of me for whatever reason I had. I just simply stood there and I was like, did I see that? I was like questioning it in my head, and I did. I might seem insane, but like, you know, I'm not like crazy, okay? I saw this woman. Believe me or not, I saw a woman in a white dress in my parents' room go from the bathroom to the closet, and she was probably just looking for a really cute outfit. So hey, I mean, I can't blame her. That's story 1. Story 2. I don't know how long ago this happened either. It was probably like 3 years ago. I took Coco for a walk. Coco's my dog, for those of you who don't know. I took Coco for a walk at night. I took someone with me, don't worry. When we got back to the house, the person I went with went inside, and Coco kind of likes to roam around sometimes after she comes back from her walk. So I was just kind of chilling outside, waiting for her to be done roaming around, right? And in our backyard, we have this gigantic maple tree, okay? Like I have a swing hanging from it. I have a swing in my backyard that me and my dad built, hanging from this tree. That's how big this maple tree is. Behind the maple tree, we have a fence that divides our backyard from our neighbor's backyard. Our outside backyard lights were on, so like you could see shadows of the trees and the plants on the fence. As I'm waiting for Coco to be done wandering around and she feels the need that she wants to go inside finally, I am just kind of staring into space. I was just staring at this maple tree. All I see is this guy in a top hat walk behind the tree. This is tree. I saw him walk behind the tree, poke his head out like this, and then go back behind the tree. Never saw him again. But the weird thing about it is that I didn't see him. I saw his shadow. Like the shadow of the tree was on the fence, right? That's what I saw for this guy in the top hat also. So his shadow went behind the shadow of the tree, popped out, and went back behind the shadow of the tree again. Anyways, I also tried to debunk it too. I tried to like move around because I didn't move once during that entire thing. I tried to move around to see if it was me and I accidentally moved. I tried to see where Coco was. She was nowhere near the spot she needed to be to make that. I don't even know how she would make a man in a top hat shadow. She's literally like a foot tall and a fluff ball. So I don't know how she'd make that shadow, but I checked anyways. Wasn't her, wasn't me. No one else was outside, just me and Coco. So I don't know. Anyhoozle, man in a top hat. Cool. Anyhoozle, okay, those are my 2 old stories. We're gonna move on to the new stories because the new stories are kind of crazy. I'm gonna start out with the least intense one and then turn up the intensity. This story, the least intense story, happened literally 2 days ago. Two days ago. It happened on Monday. I'm filming this on Wednesday. I was with Noah and we were chilling on my bed. He saw this too. He was there for 2 of these stories, okay? This is one of them. We both saw just a light flash in the corner of my room over there. Noah thought it was a car. I was like, it could have been a car, but a car wouldn't flash like that because the flash of light came from a corner of my room that like I wouldn't see a car light on, you know? Like this is the corner, okay? That corner with my ring light in it, this blind was closed. Anyways, we saw just a flash of light in that corner. Don't know where it came from, don't know how it got there. Story number 4, amping up the intensity just a tad. This is also a story Noah was here for. He was a witness to this. This one's more crazy. Noah was over at my house to help me film videos for my song Ciao Bella. If you haven't streamed it, go stream it. It's really good. But anyways, he was here to help me film videos for it. We were in my kitchen and my kitchen has like a door really close to like the fridge and the stove and like everything you need to like make food in a kitchen, right? It's like really close to that. And we were standing in the kitchen to where you could see out the door, but like you could only see a sliver of like what was outside the door. And you could also see like the actual door itself like opened, right? I was making a fake espresso martini. I wasn't gonna make a real one, but I was making a fake one. We both saw this somehow, okay? All we see is just this shadow, like there was a shadow cast across the door, like usually it would when someone would walk by the door. So I was like, oh, okay, my mom's down here, but I didn't hear anyone. So I was like, wait a minute. And my dad was upstairs, right? So I thought like my mom was also upstairs, so I thought she came down and like went into the family room or something. I look around, I look into the family room, no one's there, and Noah saw the shadow too. And we were and he also said, he was like, oh, it was probably your mom. And I was like, but I don't hear anyone. So I went to check the family room, check the hallway, nobody was there. So I yelled upstairs. I was like, hey, are both of you guys upstairs? And my dad yells back at me. He's like, yeah, we're both here. I don't know if you heard that. Coco just barked. She agrees. Freaked us out just a little bit. Also freaked us out just a little more because we had to go into the basement after witnessing that. I'm more used to it than he is, so I was kind of fine. He was freaking out just a little more because he doesn't experience this stuff as often as I do. So yeah, we saw someone walk by that didn't. Anyway, last and final story of the video. I don't know if this is the scariest. I think this is the scariest thing that's happened to me, like ghost-wise. This story takes place in my very room that we are sitting in right now. It takes place in my bathroom, actually. As most of you know from watching my lives, there is a ghost in my bathroom that we have collectively named Stella. Don't know if that's the actual ghost's name. I'm guessing it's not, but the ghost seems fine with being named Stella. So thank you, Buggy. Buggy originally came up with the name Stella, so thank you, Buggy. This story takes place way before that happened. It happened this year, though. It was 3 a.m., witching hour. It was between 3 and 3:30 a.m. Still witching hour, okay? I was on my phone. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was watching a show or something, or like YouTube shorts, whatever the hell I was doing. But everyone was asleep, and I had an AirPod in as to not wake up my family. Wow. All I hear is just this from my bathroom, okay? I know what was making that sound. I'll get it. It was going like this, okay? That's the sound that was coming from my bathroom. And I was still listening to my show. I was like, is that in the show? So I paused the show and the sound still keeps going. So I take out my AirPod and I'm like, that's coming from my bathroom. So I'm waiting for it to stop because I think it's like a pipe or something, right? It doesn't stop. I'm like, what? I'm like, what is happening right now? I sit there staring at my bathroom for a good 15-20 seconds waiting for it to stop. And after that, I'm getting a little freaked out. So I go and I wake up my dad. Okay? He also believes in ghosts. So, you know, didn't think it would be much of a problem to wake him up for this. And it wasn't, thank goodness. But I tell him, I'm like, there's a sound coming from my bathroom. And he very annoyingly gets out of bed and comes to check it out with me. But as soon as I bring him into my room, the sound is gone. It's not sounding anymore. The sound has stopped sounding. Okay? And I'm like, I'm not going crazy. The sound happened. Before I knew it was this making the sound, me and my dad thought it was like my fan or something, or like my shower or my sink or whatever. But it was clearly this, I later come to notice. Anyway, the sound had stopped. So my dad was like, okay, I know you're not crazy, but I'm gonna go back to bed. I was like, okay, fine. So I get back into bed too. And I was like, okay, I am officially freaked out. So I don't want to go to bed anymore. So I'm going to continue watching my show. So I turn on my phone and the entire screen is a rainbowness of pixelation. And I was like, excuse me? Keep in mind, it's still witching hour. It's still around 3:30 a.m. Okay? I was like so confused. So I turn off my phone and I turn it back on. Like just like click the button once, right? I didn't like power it off. I just clicked it once. Turned it back on. The pixelation is still there. And I was like, okay. I could still see like a notification bubble on my home screen too. Like on my lock screen. And I was like I couldn't read who it was from, but there was a notification bubble. So I opened my phone, I unlocked my phone. My phone is working fine. It's just pixelated out of its mind. Okay, I can see all the apps, not clearly because it's pixelated and rainbow-like, but I can see the apps. I can scroll fine without any glitches. It's just really pixelated. And I'm like, huh? So I power off my phone, power it back on. It's fine now. No more pixelation, no more rainbows. No more rainbows and unicorns. Unfortunately, there were no unicorns, but it's fine. But I don't know if this happens to anyone else's phone. It happened to my mom's phone randomly. For some reason, I don't know if she just got a call, but after I powered on my phone, I had one missed call. Like I had a phone notification, but no one called me. So anyways, I like to think that that's my craziest ghost story so far, because I've never had any like physical interaction with anything with a ghost before. It's only ever been like I've seen things. It's never been a physical interaction like that. So anyways, kind of crazy. But anywho, that's my last story. I think it's kind of crazy. Hopefully nobody watched this at night after I told that story, but hey, if you did, sorry. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the stories. That is going to be the end of this video. Comment down below Stella, because that is what we named the ghost in the bathroom. I don't think Stella meant to scare me. Don't hold it against Stella. But anywhoozle, comment Stella down below, along with anything else you want to comment. Make sure to check out the links in my bio. Go stream my music. My new single, Ciao Bella, just came out not long ago, so make sure to go stream it. It's really good. Remember to like and subscribe if you like my channel and you like watching my videos. Remember, you guys are loved and appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, bye!